My hopes and prayers may have finally been answered. Today we are on what I think might be my dream game. Like literally, I have been begging for someone to combine the idea of a typical, peak incremental game and anime. In fact, this game over here actually has the perfect name for it. It's called Anime Incremental. Jokes aside though, today we're going to be probably going noob to pro, trying to obviously max out the game as fast as possible, especially since it seems like that there is a lot to do. Let's stop wasting time though. Feel free to like and subscribe with notifications on if you guys do end up enjoying this video and maybe want to see that next part. And yeah, apart from that, let's get started. Alright, so first things first, I guess the main gameplay loop is going to be involving picking up chakra orbs. Now, when we go ahead and pick them up, we can then go ahead and I think spend them. No, we get perk points, which then we can spend on the skill tree. Now, the skill tree will be buffing a bunch of different things, such as movement speed, more card luck, and then as well more experience. But I guess for the time being, I will be upgrading my chakra focus a little bit. But how exactly do we get perk points? Just from leveling up? Yeah, it seems like we get 1 perk point for every single level that we get. And then we can also spend chakra over here in order to increase our different multipliers. So let's go ahead and let's buy some extra chakra boosts. And then let's also get this. Probably the majority of these upgrades aren't exactly going to be anything game-breaking or whatever. For example, the faster orbs, it only takes off like 0.02 seconds, which isn't really anything at all. But of course, when we go ahead and max it out, probably it's going to be like a 4 times like speed increase, That's the beauty of incremental games. The first boost, they're really small, really short, but then, they eventually stack up and they just become, game-changing. But what are these two things over here? We have prestige and then we also have rank ups. Now it seems like rank ups are going to be based on your total level, and then prestige is going to be kind of like just getting a few extra points to then give you like more multipliers as you like go back to grinding again. The chakra, the levels, whatever, just to get back to the same point as before. Now it seems like that this game is going to be having potions, equipment for the neck, the 2 rings, cloak, weapon, so it's very similar in terms of to Anime Incremental. And then we also have puppets, but we need to get to Ascension 1 in order to do that. Now the game wants me to buy a shadow clone. Wait, is this going to be kind of like an auto collector? Oh yes it is. Oh, that is so sick. Nice. Okay, so if I were to AFK here, then that little guy is going to be grinding for me. But I think what I want to do is, whilst my shadow clone is grinding for me, let's try and see if we can get maybe 12 prestige points. Is there anything major I really want to get here? I mean, no, this is too expensive for me to consider right now. But I definitely can get an EXP multiplier and also more chakra. Then let's also not forget to go ahead and spend our perk points. So let's max out the chakra boost. And then let's spend, I guess, our other 2 perk points on walk speed and experience focus. Sure, why not? Boom, there we go. We went ahead, we prestiged, used all of my points upgrading chakra and EXP, and now we can get 51 prestige points. But just before we prestige, the game wants me to buy a card. Now, in this game, cards are going to be the runes of, this incremental, right? So let's see, in order to roll our very first pack, we're going to be needing 5 prestige points. So I guess we do need to go ahead and prestige right now. But maybe it might be best to upgrade this first and then grind back to the same level so then we can get even more prestige points. Let's see over here. So we can now get 78 prestige points, but we can also go ahead and get ourselves a rank up. Now, does the rank up reset anything? Well, it doesn't say over here, but apparently we will unlock nature energy, condensed energy, more chakra upgrades auto buy, and shadow clones auto buy. So let's just get it. Awesome. Now we are not an academy student, we are now a genin. Nice. What's the next level going to be needing? 90 levels. Okay, wow. Yeah, I'm not sure about you guys, but I might be cooked. But I did notice that someone has been buying these leader cards, which I think are going to be the global runes. Did I get anything good or worth showing? Well, we got the Scout Commander, which is going to be giving us 2 times chakra and 2 times experience. Then we get another 2.4x for experience and chakra once again. And then meditation, nature energy, and card luck. Okay, I really like the card luck a ton. But it seems like we're still far away from max leveling it, because it seems like every single card is going to be having 10 levels. And then I guess we have to get extras for it to like register and level up. I guess we should probably try rolling these cards over here. So if we just go ahead and click, I guess, once or twice, I guess we have auto on now, we are going to be spending all of our prestige points, but we're going to be getting the cards that we want. So 3, 2, 1, and we are officially out of prestige points. But did we get anything good now? Yes, we did. We got a Medic Hokage Legendary, giving us all the following stats. Again, feel free to pause the video if you want to have a look at every single card. But all you need to know is that I've gotten a ton of chakra boosts, a ton of EXP boosts, and just a ton of everything else. Now, how exactly does this system over here work? We have nature upgrades, which uses the new nature energy, but I'm not sure how exactly we get it. Maybe it's from the auto-clicker being on? Yeah, it seems like that's what is registering it, but if I were to click normally, would that also generate nature energy? I don't think so. Oh, that's a bit of a shame, you know, I was hoping I might be able to just like pop on an auto-clicker and, you know, speed this up a ton, but I guess, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, for the time being though, it seems like we are starting to make a little bit of progress on the skill tree over here. You know, we're starting to unlock the majority of the card upgrades. We're starting to see like we can get more pickup range and whatever. But we're also getting, you know, a few sneak peeks of what the other features are going to be. You know, there's adventure damage, eye luck, and as well, okay, this is clicker speed compared to clicker power. Gotcha, but can I spend my nature energy on anything important? Well, I could increase my total nature multiplier, and then we can use that nature energy to buff chakra again, and then EXP. And then this is how you make condensed energy. You need 110k nature energy just to make one condensed energy, and then I assume it's probably going to be getting pretty expensive to max it out. I can't lie, I think I need to tone things down a bit. I feel like I'm rushing way too much because I'm trying to like absorb all of the new features, but I think that's backfiring significantly. So let's slow down for a second and focus again on the main gameplay. So I think our next step is now going to be getting the next rank, which is going to be tuning. So what exactly are we going to need in order to get that? Well, probably a few more prestiges, so then I can buff my chakra, some EXP and more prestige points. Let's see, is this looking good enough now? How much are we getting per prestige? Around 1.74k. So it's definitely getting noticeably better, but I don't think just like brute forcing the prestiges is going to be giving us what we need to make that breakthrough. So it's time to move on to the next best thing that I can, I guess, come up with as an idea. We're gonna prestige, and now we're gonna spend all of my prestige points opening card packs again. Let's also buff our card luck a little bit more, just so then, you know, we might get, you know, those extra tiny chances of maybe getting more Medic Hokages, or if I guess I have the same odds of getting struck by lightning a trillion times, we might even get Crimson Gate Legend for a total luck of 1.1 in a 4 quintillion. Ouch! Let's see, did I get the 1 in 4 quintillion card over here? Obviously, we did not, but we did get a ton of the other cards though. Some of them, in fact, did go ahead and level up. You know, Rookie Ninja is almost max level already. Maybe when we get it to level 10, it will have some kind of like a rebirth reset, and then like you have to grind it again for even better boosts. But regardless though, even if it's, you know, it's not like that or whatever, we can go ahead and actually level up to the next rank. Apparently, my clone has been putting in the time and effort, you know, he's been locking in, and now we can get almost double the chakra, or well, actually over double the chakra, double the experience, 2 times clicker multiplier, and then all of these different like adventure damage and adventure coins. I'm not sure exactly what it's talking about, but I might have a slight idea. In the tips over here, it did mention something about Naruto seeming sad, and the only person, I guess the only Naruto that I've seen is like all the way back there. Let's go say hello to the guy over here. So he will teleport us, but then we can also go ahead and defeat an adventure enemy. Let's start off with Naruto, because that's what the tip said. So you need the Inner Sanctum's locked, and we required the Otsutsuki rank. So why was the tip? Okay, I guess the tip has been rage baiting this whole time. But at least we found the adventure enemies. So we take them out, and then let's see. There are stages, there's a boss, there's amount of kills. So most likely every 10 kills we unlock a boss or maybe go up a stage. But then what do we get from taking out these enemies? Well, we get adventure coins, which then we can use to buff our damage and attack speed. And then at certain stage milestones, we get more OP bonuses. We get extra experience and chakra for stage 10, more card bulk, more clicker power, so just all the usual stuff. But then, you know, obviously some certain stages give you just like the craziest boost, like 50 times chakra, 50 times energy. Like, okay, wow, that is quite a lot for just, you know, one singular milestone. But obviously, you know, Not complaining. Surely there's a faster way to get stronger though, right? Like, there's no way that I have to, like, you know, stage 1, level 1, whatever, and it's still taking this long to get a ton of adventure coins. Are there, like, cards or whatever that maybe I can go ahead and open up? This is going to be costing condensed energy, and then this costs nature energy. And actually, it seems like we've already started rolling it. Wait, hold on. Are we getting anything good? Ooh, yes we are. Yeah, these are the cards that I wanted. It's giving us extra adventure power. And is that the only guy that gives me adventure power? Yeah, this seems to be the only lad. But still though, I'm so glad I discovered this. Can I now use the extra energy to then get even more energy, even more bulk, and now get even more cards? Let's see, we have 2 ways of getting stronger now. We can either rebirth or, rank up again at level 190, or we can go ahead and roll a bloodline, because apparently the first one is free and we unlock this, and I don't know what exactly it does. So let's find out. For our very first roll, we got the 25%, giving us a bit more card luck, extra XP, and extra chakra. So unfortunately, it seems like this bloodline isn't anything to really write home about. But at least now we have the extra perk points to now spam into adventure focus and adventure damage. Now we're doing 2 times the amount of adventure damage and getting 2 times the amount of coins. So this might be the breakthrough that I was looking for. Can we go ahead and take on the boss now? Well, we can start the boss and he has 42 HP. And we get 2 minutes to take him out, but apparently I'm just too OP for that. Let's go! We're starting to destroy them. Nice, nice, nice. Let's use our coins though to you know, buff our damage a little bit more. So now instead of destroying them, we're humiliating them. We can't stop there though. We need more power. We need to be able to destroy these guys every single time, no matter what the stage is or how much HP they have. So I guess we need to head back on over to the cards over here. Let's see, can we buff our energy? Yes, we can. We can upgrade this and this. Round 2 at the cards packs over here. Shall we get something better? Let's have a look. We still need to get the epic, which, okay, unfortunately does not give any adventure power, but it does give us extra card luck. And actually, a lot of these cards seem to be giving us extra card luck. So does that mean I can go ahead and maybe get a bunch of Medico Kages and get that card up to level 2 maybe? I mean, I could technically. I'm already like over halfway there, but she's still 1 in 114, so it's still too rare to kind of just AFK and expect a boost really quickly. Oh, big lucky moment. We got the Crimson Crow Sage, which I'm pretty sure is 1 in 2k. Yeah, it's just under 1 in 2k. So that is a massive pull. But what about the next one? What about the mythical? It is 1 in 66k. Okay, let's not get greedy, right? I think we've gotten what I've wanted from this specific card pack, so maybe now it's time to step on up to the condensed energy. In this case, we can now get 94 of it. So let's get 94 and let's spend it on, first of all, getting a bit more condensed energy, then a bit more nature energy, and actually let's just pop the rest back into condensed energy, because even though getting experience is very useful for getting the next rank up, we still don't have enough condensed energy for it to kind of matter just yet. It seems like back at spawn over here though, my auto prestige has been cooking a little bit. We now have 50 million prestige points to just play around with. So let's what should we do? Card bulk would be lovely to have, but that's by max 11 though. Alright, no, I need discipline. We need to invest for long term. We go over here to the extra prestige points multiplier. Now we're getting around 1.52 million every single time it like auto seconds. So then we can now buy this by max 10. See everyone, this is what investing is like. Obviously in the real world it's you know, it's much more complicated, but ignore that. Let's move on though. So it's been around I think 5 to 10 minutes now. I've just been, you know, running around, getting some chakra, whatever. And I'm pretty sure we can now probably get to level 190 very easily. Because when I go ahead and get all this condensed energy and then spam it all into AXP and then run on over here and then do the same thing with the prestige upgrades, I think now we should be getting like many levels instantly. Okay, it seems like we are very, very close. We can definitely probably get to level 190 if I were to run around for another 5 to 10 minutes. But I can't be bothered to wait. So let's see. I have condensed energy to spare, so I could probably just, you know, open up this pack a little bit and just, you know, get maybe a card or 2 that buffs EXP by a ton. This buffs chakra, click power, extra adventure coins and adventure power. So really no XP at all from a single card? Damn, did I just get scammed, you know, just like that? I mean, I guess I did get, you know, all the bonuses for the adventure. I mean, now I can like one-shot basically all the enemies still, even though we're on stage 13, and I don't think we're going to be stopping anytime soon. Wait, I might have found the problem. Apparently, I did not invest my perk points properly. And as well, not only that, I had forgotten that when you go ahead and get condensed energy, your nature upgrades reset. So that means all of my nature experience was basically at level 0. Now that makes sense. Now I'm pretty sure we should easily, yeah, just look at that. Level 182, we're just like blitzing hundreds of trillions of EXP. There we go. Level 190 has been acquired. So there is the next rank up, giving us a... I'm pretty sure we got around 2 times everything, or at least that was the bare minimum once again. But not only that, we did get another brand new stat, meditation. Let's see, stand below the waterfall and then you will start earning meditation. So, should I even bother upgrading the first bits? Nah, why should I even care? Let's just, you know, get started on this new stats. That's what we care about. So it seems like this is going to be just like your other upgrades menu, but when you get a certain amount of meditation, you actually level up to get even more meditation. So it's kind of like running around in the waterfall, but also how long you run around will affect later on how much meditation you get. Now, of course, if I were to show you every single upgrade that I buy, we would probably be here all day. So I have a brilliant plan. We'll just sit here again for another 5 to 10 minutes. You know, I'll make sure I'm at least getting the meditation gain. So, you know, at least I'm, you know, buffing how much meditation I'm going to be getting. But yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned and don't miss out, because I have a feeling, you know, once we go ahead and get, you know, all the meditation that we're going to be needing, we might even be able to immediately get the next level, because it's only to level 225, which compared from the jump before, which was around a 90 level jump, 30 levels is, you know, basically nothing. And alright, I think this is more than enough AFK. How much meditation did we get? We got 119 million. Now, how many upgrades can that get us? Well, it can get us 23 of these adventure damage upgrades, but just before we go ahead and, you know, spend all of it in one place, let's try getting some of the packs over here, because I just realized that they only cost 8,000 per open. So we should be able to get, you know, a decent amount, maybe, you know, some of the rare ones. So let's see, does any of them give me the boosts that I want to see? I mean, obviously we're getting chakra and experience and whatever, some extra card luck, which obviously we can definitely take. What about this one? 6 times meditation, 1.44x card luck, and 5.65x chakra. So overall, it seems like, yeah, this is definitely worth opening, even if it was only for a few seconds. But now let's go ahead and get all this adventure damage, all the training insight, and then that meditation gain. And now let's see if we can go ahead and, you know, rank up. So at this very moment, it seems like we are still 4 levels off. So maybe there's like some upgrade we can put on over here. Wait. Ooh, yeah, I completely forgot about this. We can use meditation to roll for eyes. Yeah, this thing back here, it only costs 1k per roll, but we need the shinobi rank. Oh wait, no, sorry, we need the Ambu shinobi rank. Shinobi rank is just like the generic term for all the ranks. And apparently, we're literally about to get it. We are so close. We just need a few more levels, so we just need to run around a little bit more. But yeah, we still have 36 perk tokens though, so we might as well... Is there nothing we can upgrade at all? I mean, I could maybe just spam this, so then I can run around with my clones to do some work. Help me, my shadow clones. We are so close. 1 second. We finally got it. Nice. So let's see. We'll get 5 times more chakra. I think this is 6 times experience. Oh wait, no. 15 times 5 is 75. So yeah, this would be 5 times experience. So overall, it's like a 2x or a 5x boost for everything, including adventure damage, speed, coins. Then we get 3 times meditation, extra prestige points, +1 card luck, and 35 starting perk points. But the most important thing is definitely going to be unlocking the eyes. So now that we have that, and we are now officially an Anbu, let's end off the video by having a look over at the eyes. So let's also not forget to upgrade this over here, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, all these upgrades reset, so we don't want to like miss out on any free boosts over here. That should be more than enough. And then did we get any bloodline rerolls? We did not. So now the only thing left to do will be upgrading all of this back here, which unfortunately it seems like these also reset when you rank up, which is a bit annoying. You know, I would have loved to keep, you know, all the different upgrades as I had like stacked up, but I don't think the level reset, so at least this is kept. So we're starting off always with a 19x guaranteed base multiplier. This should now be more than enough meditation though to start rolling, so we can stand on this and let's see. So first off, we got a Byakugan, and then we got a Ketsuryugan. Okay, are we just like getting a ton of different eyes immediately? How good is this? Wait, maybe this can help us out a little bit. If we improve our eye lock to 3x and then improve our roll speed, now we should be getting the best eyes possible. So we already got number 11, which gave us an eye awakening. When you reset your current eye, you will unlock something. So I guess in this case, we will unlock experience. So let's reset. Now we're starting off from the beginning without anything else in the game resetting. The next one's going to be requiring tier 20. So let's see, is there anything else I can upgrade to now help me out to reach out tier 20? I don't believe so. Okay, I get it now. This is what it means by when it says unlocking experience. I was like, wait, we already have experience. It's right up here. Well, no. Apparently now, for every single awakening, your eye will then start buffing some kind of different bonus. So Awakening 2 will give me clicker power, then Awakening 3 will give me meditation, and then Awakening 4 and I guess after would give me adventure damage. But I guess until we somehow find another way to increase the eye lock, I don't think we're really going to be getting anything like crazy, because if I take it back. Never mind, I had to open my mouth. We got a 1 in 60k. What? Let's go. I guess we can go ahead and awaken again. You know, it's a bit unfortunate. Again, I say the word unfortunate because, you know, now we lost that 1 in 60k, but maybe we get another one really soon. Realistically, though, I don't think it's going to be happening again. So as I said, though, we should try and find other ways to increase the amount of eye lock that we're going to be getting. So the most likely thing is probably going to be just like spamming the different stages, because we can get to stage 35, which will give me more card luck and meditation. Plus as well, we're also one-shotting basically every single enemy. So like, this is really, really easy. Ooh, we got a Shinobi weapon crate. Is this my very first weapon crate? It is, and it's a legendary one. Hell yeah, let's roll this bad boy. What are we going to be getting? Whatever, it's an executioner's sword, is better than nothing. 1.2x damage. I guess we will take it. But how exactly do we get drops though? Is it like always guaranteed infinitely, or is it just whenever you reach like 10 out of 10 stages killed? Okay, no, I guess it just happens completely randomly. So highly recommend you guys increase your attack speed as much as possible, because then that will give you the ability to get as many drops as possible. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, apart from that though, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Today I'm going to be leaving things off here. You know, I don't want to accidentally beat all the game in one video and like rush things out. I'm really enjoying, you know, everything that Anime Incremental has to offer though. So if you guys do want to see that part 2 as soon as possible, please let me know. I will gladly make another episode, and maybe it might even be longer than this one. Maybe I'll try making like a mini movie or something. Even though I'm 99% sure that this video is already technically a mini movie, but whatever. If I just had to give, by the way, a sneak peek of what I'm going to be preparing for the next video, we will be claiming at the very start the next rank, Advisor, and I'll probably go ahead and max out all of the cards, at least, you know, like the really easy ones to get, you know, all the levels. All that should be done by the next time that you guys see me. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. I'll catch you all in the next one, so wish me luck, and if you guys want to play the game for yourself, it'll be linked down below. Bye bye, peace out, and good night.